the Teachers Council Secretary, lead our teachers. On the dais, we will be humbly. We also have Dr. Shankar Prasad Chimoria, Associate Professor, Head of the Department of Physics, Kathmandu University, Nepal. We are delighted to have amongst us Professor Alan Bhattacharya, a well-known face in the academics of our state, Head of the Department of Political Science, Tripura University, Agartala, Tripura. We are blessed to have amongst us Professor Urukampi Jana, Department of Political Science, North Bengal University, West Bengal. And we shall now humbly request Dr. Kani Padu Udikari, a senior faculty as well as the DD of our college, Associate Professor, Department of Physics, to kindly grace the dais. Sir, please. I shall also request Dr. Shubham Chandra Das, Teachers Council Secretary, Government Degree College, Kamalpur, to grace the dais. Thank you, dignitaries, for kindly gracing the dais. Now, it is time for felicitating our eminent guests and dignitaries on the dais with flower bouquet, a token of respect, uttariya and memento. I shall now request Dr. to come forward and felicitate the keynote speaker of the 3 days international conference, Professor Vinod Chandra Tripathi sir, with flower bouquet, memento, token of love, and traditional uttariya. I request the volunteers to come and help. I request Dr. Vinod Chandra Das and Professor Tripathi sir to kindly come forward so that we can felicitate sir. We are moving forward. Now it's time for felicitating Dr. Alan Bhattacharya, a renowned face in the field of academics of our state. Dr. Alan Bhattacharya is professor and head of a department in Department of Political Science, Tripura University. For felicitating sir, স্যারকে বরণ করার জন্য আমি বিনীতভাবে আহ্বান জানাবো আমাদের সিনিয়র ফ্যাকাল্টি মেম্বার as well as উনিও আমাদের বরণের একজন কি বলবো সিনিয়র স্যার, সবাইকে উনি গাইডেন্স দিয়ে আমাদের এগিয়ে নিয়ে যান। ডক্টর কানি পদু অধিকারী, অ্যাসোসিয়েট প্রফেসর, ডিপার্টমেন্ট অফ ফিজিক্স। I shall now request Alan sir to kindly come forward so that স্যারকে আমরা বড় করে নিতে পারি কার বুকে উত্তরীয় মেমেন্টো আর টোকেন অফ লাভ। Can you have a big round of applause, please? Now we shall be felicitating our international invited speaker, Dr. Shankar Prasad Chimoria, Associate Professor, Head of the Department of Physics, Kathmandu University, Nepal. And for gracing them, I shall now request Dr. Shubham Chandra Das, Teachers Council Secretary, Government Degree College, Kamalpur. আমরা এখন ডক্টর শঙ্কর প্রসাদ চিমুরিয়া স্যারকে বরণ করে দেব ফুলের তোড়া, মেমেন্টো এবং উত্তরীয় দিয়ে। Thank you, sir. Now we shall be felicitating Dr. Jamila Thibide, another invited speaker of the 3-day international conference, who is a lecturer in Central Department of Mathematics, Tribhuvan University, Kathmandu, Nepal. I shall now again request the organizing secretary, Dr. Bimal Chandra Das, to kindly come forward and felicitate Dr. Jamila Thibide. Now moving forward, we shall again felicitate another respected invited speaker of this 3 days international conference, Professor Arun Kampi Chana, Department of Political Science, North Bengal University, West Bengal. For felicitating Professor Arun Kampi Chana, I shall now request Dr. Aparna Dey, Head of the Department of Political Science, Associate Professor of Government Degree College, Kamalpur, to felicitate Professor Arun Kampi Chana. Thank you. Thank you once again. Now we shall be felicitating আমরা এখন বরণ করে নেব the organizing secretary himself, Dr. Bimal Chandra Das, Head of the Department, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, Government Degree College, Kamalpur. And to felicitate Dr. Bimal Chandra Das, I shall be colleague of our college, Dr. Bimon Chandra Das, with flower bouquet, Uttariyo memento, and a token of respect. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I shall request Dr. Shapur Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of Pedagogy, to felicitate বরণ করে নেওয়া হবে আমাদের Teachers Council Secretary, Dr. Shubham Chandra Das, Assistant Professor, Department of Physical Education, with flower bouquet, Uttariyo, and token of respect. Thank you, sir. Now I shall request Dr. Nandita Sarkar Rahman to kindly felicitate Dr. Kalipoda Udhikari, Associate Professor, Department of Physics, as well as the Health Department, to felicitate sir with flower bouquet, Uttariyo, and a small token of respect. I request Kalipoda sir to kindly come forward. আমরা এখন আমাদের কালীপদ স্যারকে বরণ করে নেব আর বরণ করবেন আমাদের এই কলেজের ম্যাডাম ডক্টর নন্দিতা সরকার রহমান। Thank you, Thank you, volunteers, for helping us. Now I shall request all the dignitaries of the dais to kindly come forward, and we shall be now lighting the sacred lamp, as well as I will request the students of our college to perform the inaugural song side by side. I shall request all the dignitaries to kindly come forward so that we can formally start our program by lighting of the sacred lamp. Volunteers, please come forward and help our dignitaries.
teacher. A very good morning to all of you. So firstly, I would like to welcome our keynote speaker, Professor Binod Chandra Tripathi, Professor and Head of the Department of Mathematics, Tripura University. Sir, I welcome you, sir. আপনার বিজু শিডিউলের মধ্যেও স্যার আমাদের মধ্যে উপস্থিত হয়েছেন, আপনাকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ স্যার। দেন প্রফেসর Jabilal Kimedi sir from Tribhuvan University, Nepal. He has also arrived. আমি স্যারকে জাস্ট মেল করাতেই উনি রেসপন্স দিয়ে আমাকে ওনার ডিটেইলস দিয়েছিলেন। সঙ্গে রয়েছেন স্যার, আপনাকে আমি ওয়েলকাম করি স্যার। আই ওয়েলকাম ইউ স্যার, জাবি স্যার। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ স্যার ফর কামিং with my request here and giving your passport to me, and I have taken the permission from Ministry of Home Affairs and Ministry of External Affairs with your passport, sir. Thank you for sir coming with us. Professor Shankar Prasad Samuria sir from Kathmandu University, Nepal. He is also with us. He has also given with his passport to me, and Mrs. Samuria, Madam, is also with us. So thank you, sir. Then Professor Arun Gandhi Jana sir, Senior Professor, Department of Political Science, North Bengal University. Sir, I welcome you, sir. আপনি আমি কি বলে মানে বুঝাবো স্যার, আমি নিজে আপনার কাছ থেকে অনেক কিছু শিখছি, যেটা স্যারদেরকে আমি বলেছিলাম স্যার আমার এই কমলপুরে স্যার অনেক ব্যবস্থাটা এরকম হবে না। স্যারে বলছিল ইটস ওকে, আমি বলছিলাম স্যার অ্যাটাচ কমোড নেই, অসুবিধা হবে, আপনি পুরো চলবে আমার। স্যার আই থ্যাঙ্কফুল টু ইউ স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ স্যার। আপনি এসছেন স্যার আমার ডাকে সাড়া দিয়ে স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ স্যার। আই ওয়েলকাম ইউ স্যার। আমাদের প্রফেসর অলক ভট্টাচার্য স্যার, Professor, Department of Political Science and HOD, Tripura University, Central University. Sir, আপনিও ভীষণ হাম্বল। আমি বলাতে উনি আমাকে বুঝিয়ে দিয়েছেন, ইয়েস বিমল, তোমার এই যে কনসেপ্টটা, ইনোভেটিভ কনসেপ্ট অফ ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল সায়েন্স এন্ড সোশ্যাল সায়েন্স ইন শেপিং সাস্টেনেবল পলিসিস এন্ড অ্যাড্রেসিং সোশ্যাল চ্যালেঞ্জেস, এটা ম্যাথমেটিক্সের সঙ্গে যে সোশ্যাল সায়েন্সের যে এত সুন্দর রিলেশন, সেটা অনেকে জানেই না। এবং তুমি এই দিনের উপরে একটা কনফারেন্স করছো, সেটা তো ভীষণ ভালো উদ্যোগ তোমার। স্যার আই ওয়েলকাম ইউ স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার আসার জন্য আমাদের এখানে। আমাদের কলেজের প্রিন্সিপাল স্যার ভারপ্রাপ্ত স্যার চলে গেছেন, এখানে আমি একটু আমার ওয়েলকাম স্পিচে একটু বলতে হয়। আমরা আমাদের একটু দুর্ভাগ্য বলবো এটা আমি, যে আমাদের মাননীয় প্রিন্সিপাল স্যার যিনি চেয়ারম্যান ছিলেন এই ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কনফারেন্সের, স্যারের ট্রান্সফারটা আমাদের ন্যাচারাল প্রসেস, ট্রান্সফার এলে আমাদেরকে যেতেই হয়। তারপরও আমরা এই সিচুয়েশনে ওনার এই ট্রান্সফারটা এমনটা হবে, এটা আনএক্সপেক্টেড ছিল আমাদের কাছে। তো আমরা এটাই বলবো। এবং আমি শুনতে পেয়েছি আর একজন নতুন প্রিন্সিপাল স্যার আমাদের জয়েন করতে এসেছেন, যে কারণে আমাদের কালপদ সামনেছে, তো ওনাকে ওয়েলকামই। পাশাপাশি রয়েছেন আমাদের রিসার্চ কাউন্সিল সেক্রেটারি ডক্টর সুবল চন্দ্র দাস, যিনি নিউমারিসলি এটাকে কিভাবে উঠিয়ে আনা যায় কনফারেন্সটাকে, এবং ওনার কাছ থেকে অনেক অভিজ্ঞতা আমি নিয়েছি, কারণ ওনার এই ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কনফারেন্স সবার অভিজ্ঞতা রয়েছে। সুবল স্যার, আপনাকে অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ ফর ইউর কোঅপারেশন, সাপোর্ট এন্ড হেল্প। অ্যান্ড আমাদের প্রফেসর যদি লাইভ স্ট্রিমে চলতে থাকে হয়তো স্যার দেখতে পাবেন, আমি লিঙ্ক পাঠিয়েছি এখানে স্যারকে, প্রফেসর হায়দার আলী বিশ্বাস ফ্রম বাংলাদেশ। স্যারকে আমি কি বলে ধন্যবাদ দেব, আমি ভাষা খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না। স্যারকে রিকোয়েস্ট করেছিলাম, স্যার আমরা তো ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কনফারেন্স করছি, এটা হাইব্রিড মোড হচ্ছে, যদি স্যার কাইন্ডলি আপনি আপনার যারা স্টুডেন্ট রয়েছে, রিসার্চার রয়েছে, একটু বলেন। আমার এক ডাকে স্যার মানে এত পরিমাণ পার্টিসিপেন্ট আমি বাংলাদেশ থেকে পেয়েছি, সেই ফিগারটা মোর দেন 20। থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ আপনাকে স্যার। আপনি সত্যি বুঝিয়ে দিলেন যে এই কনফারেন্সটা অবশ্যই ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কনফারেন্স, আর বাংলাদেশ থেকে যারা তোমরা শুনতে পাচ্ছ, আমার ডিয়ার রিসার্চার প্রেজেন্টার, সবাইকে আমি ওয়েলকাম করি এই ইনঅগ্রাল সেশনে। তোমরা দূর থেকেই দেখতে পাচ্ছ এটাকে। থ্যাংক ইউ হায়দার আলী বিশ্বাস স্যার। রয়েছেন আমাদের শ্যামল চন্দ্র কর্মকার স্যার ফ্রম জাপান। কালকে ওনার স্যারের সঙ্গে আমার কথা হয়েছে। স্যার আমরা ইনভাইটেশন করতে আমি পাঠাতেই উনি রাজি হয়ে গেছিলেন এবং আজকে উনি আমাকে বলছিলেন লিঙ্ক দেওয়ার জন্য, উনি গ্রুপে ঢোকার জন্য এবং ইউটিউব স্ট্রিমিং এটসেট্রা এটসেট্রা। ওনার সেখান থেকেও পার্টিসিপেন্ট আমাদের এই কনফারেন্সে অনলাইন প্রেজেন্টেশন দেবে। তো প্রফেসর শ্যামল চন্দ্র কর্মকার স্যারকে আমি ওয়েলকাম করি এই হাইব্রিড মোডে চলা 3 দিনব্যাপী কনফারেন্সে। থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার। দেন আমার ডিয়ার কলিগস, অর্গানাইজিং বডি অফ দিস 3-ডে ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কনফারেন্স, যারা নিয়মানুবর্তিতা আপনারা পরিশ্রম করে আজকে এই জায়গায় কনফারেন্সটাকে আমরা এইটুকু করতে পারছি। আমি আশা রাখবো সেটা আরো যে 3 দিন ব্যাপী চলবে সেটা আরো ভালো হবে। এবং আই রিয়েলি থ্যাঙ্কফুল টু দি মিনিস্ট্রি অফ আর্ট সায়েন্স, গভর্নমেন্ট অফ ইন্ডিয়া, যারা এটিকে করার জন্য আমাদেরকে ফান্ডিং প্রোভাইড করেছে। থ্যাংক ইউ মিনিস্ট্রি অফ আর্ট সায়েন্স, গভর্নমেন্ট অফ ইন্ডিয়া ফান্ডিং প্রোভাইড করার জন্য। আমি আশা রাখবো এই 3 দিনব্যাপী চলা কনফারেন্সটিকে সফলভাবে সাকসেসফুল করার জন্য সকলের সহযোগিতা এবং আমরা সাহায্য অবশ্যই কামনা করব। পাশাপাশি আমার কলেজে যারা এই টিচার এখানে নেই, টিচিং থেকে ধরে নন টিচিং অফিসিয়াল এভরি স্টাফ, ওরা কোঅপারেশন করে গেছেন, হেল্পিং হ্যান্ড আমাদেরকে বাড়িয়ে দিয়েছেন, সবাইকে আমি ওয়েলকাম করব। রিসার্চার পার্টিসিপেন্ট সবাই আমি একটা পরিসংখ্যান বলতে চাই। আজ সকাল পর্যন্ত 136 টোটাল প্রেজেন্ট মানে রেজিস্ট্রেশন এই 3 দিন ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কনফারেন্সে, এবং তার মধ্যে আমাদের অ্যাবস্ট্রাক্ট বুকে আমরা 110টার মতো পেপারকে আমরা ইনক্লুড করেছি এবং আমাদের মোর দেন 120 পেপার প্রেজেন্টার রয়েছে। এর মধ্যে 36 এর উপর ফ্রম আদার কান্ট্রিজ except India, মানে 33 পেপার আউটসাইড ইন্ডিয়া। থ্যাংক ইউ। যারা শুনতে পাচ্ছেন আমরা দূর থেকে সবাইকে ওয়েলকাম করব। এই ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কনফারেন্সকে আপনারা সত্যি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল বানিয়েছেন এবং আগামী 3 দিন ধরে যেটা চলবে আপনাদের সবার সহযোগিতায় সাহায্য নিয়ে আমরা আশা করি এটাকে গ্র্যান্ড সাকসেস দিতে পারবো। থ্যাংক ইউ। সবাইকে আবারও আমার প্রণাম, নমস্কার এবং অভিনন্দন।
For his delightful welcome. আমরা সকলেই অবগত আছি যখন একটা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কনফারেন্স বা সেমিনার হয় তখন প্রথমেই আমরা অ্যাবস্ট্রাক্ট সাবমিট করি। নাও ইটস টাইম ফর দ্য অ্যাবস্ট্রাক্ট বুক। আমরা এখন অ্যাবস্ট্রাক্ট বুকে মডার উন্মোচন করব। আমি রিকোয়েস্ট করবো ভলেন্টিয়ার সিস্টারকে একটু হেল্প করার জন্য। প্রত্যেকজন ডিগনিটারিজের হাতে আমরা মডার উন্মোচন করার জন্য অ্যাবস্ট্রাক্ট বুক হাতে তুলে দিচ্ছি। এখন আমাদের অ্যাবস্ট্রাক্ট বুকের মডার উন্মোচন হলো। Dr. Lavin Chana Lusai. Thank you, respected dignitaries on the dais. Now I shall request Dr. Shubha Chandra, the Teachers Council Secretary of our college, to kindly deliver his speech on the 3 days international conference at Government Degree College, Kamalpur.
Respected keynote speaker, invited resource person, speaker, dignitaries, invited guests, my dear colleagues, paper presenter, participants, my dear students, and the audience, those who are in the online platform. Once again, very good morning to all of you for this fantastic gathering. It's a matter of great pride and privilege to welcome all of you in the 3-day international conference in innovative of mathematical science and the social science in shaping the sustainable policies and addressing the social challenges at Government Degree College, Kamalpur. The college is located in the very beautiful district of Dhalai, and let me inform all of you, especially the invited speaker, that this is the one of the remote district of Tripura, and especially this Kamalpur is a very beautiful place of the Dhalai district. So once again, this conference brings together academicians, researchers, educators and students from the different regions and the countries to share knowledge, ideas and innovative perspective. Such international academic gathering play a vital role in the promoting intellectual exchanges and interdisciplinary collaboration and research development. Over the next 3 days, we'll have the opportunity to engage in the meaningful discussion, present valuable research findings, and learn from the experts of distinguished speaker and scholar. I am confident that the sessions, the presentations and the interactions will enrich our understanding and inspire the new avenue of the research and the cooperation. I sincerely thank all the organizers, resource persons, invited speaker, participants and everyone for their valuable contribution in making this conference possible. Your presence and active participation will make this event a great success. Let us this platform not only to exchange the academic ideas but also build the lasting professional relationships and collaborative networks for the future worldwide. Now, the one more thing I like to mention specially, because the organizing secretary already told in her talk, as our institution is located in the remote area, we may not able to provide the level of accommodation and the facilities that you truly deserve. For this limitation, we sincerely request your kind understanding and consider. However, we assure you that we will extend our best possible support and cooperation and hospitality from the bottom of our heart to make our visit comfortable and meaningful. Your valuable presence and guidance will greatly enrich our program and we are truly grateful for your support. Once again, I want to welcome you all and wish everyone a fruitful, insightful and memorable conference. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Have a good day to all of you.
Thank you, Teachers Council Secretary of Government Degree College, Kamalpur, Dr. Shubha Chandra, for this insightful address. We shall be hearing to the valuable information as well as knowledge that will be shared by the invited However, it's now time for the keynote address by Professor Vinod Chandra Tripathi, Head of Department of Mathematics, Tripura University. But before that, I shall request the volunteers to kindly arrange the seat of the dais on the chairs so that our eminent dignitaries get their seat on the dais, and then we shall be hearing to the very informative, knowledgeable person, Dr. Professor Vinod Chandra Tripathi sir, for his keynote address. I shall request the volunteers to be a little quick to address the chairs, to rearrange the chairs, so that our dignitaries can take their seat on the chair. Volunteers, please come.
Madam, easy at light take the light. Okay, thank you. যতটুক দিতাম পারি আর কি এটা লোড লইতেছে এটা একটা স্ট্যান্ড ভাঙা সুবল স্যার এটা
All our eminent dignitaries have taken their seat on the chair. Now it's time for the keynote address by the keynote speaker, Professor Vinod Chandra Tripathi, a very well-known face, not only in our state, but pan-India, rather global. As we have heard that sir is one of the 2% scientists of whole of the world. We are very glad that sir has kindly graced the occasion as the keynote speaker of this 3-day international conference. I shall now request humbly Professor Vinod Chandra Tripathi sir to kindly address the audience through his keynote address.
So, at the outset, I just thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to deliver the keynote address. In particular, coming to the class, is constantly discussing with me. I will talk on some aspects of the mathematics, those we have used in our daily life, but sometimes they do not know actually. The concepts actually, I will tell what type of concepts they use in solving daily life problems, and that is the main purpose. And that's why I written the title as mathematics in particular we have used for solving the problems of the society, and why methods becomes very difficult because chronology that is behind mathematics, it makes so people logical thinking properly understand the concepts and they can solve the problem. So during COVID time, because mathematics teaching requires that blackboard teaching. So while I was delivering a lecture in the college, there's a school that is for class 12 students and 11, 12 students. So one student asked that because there were only 5 to 6 students they were taking the mathematics, and other students were going for life sciences. So he asked me that, sir, actually after the COVID time, because COVID time we know that the classes were held online and teachers were teaching and the students were listening from their laptop or maybe from the mobile, etc. And then it started like this. So when the teacher face-to-face teaching, eye contact is not there, then it became very difficult for students to understand the concept of it. So as a result of which, after class 10, most of the students left the mathematics and they diverted to life sciences. So I told that actually, if you are facing problem, then you could have already talked to your teacher and then you could have solved your problem, and where the difficulty is there, you could have talked to the teacher, because COVID time was actually not totally shut down, but there was some problem there. So classes were not there, the gathering was not there, but we could have done it. So that was the first problem that I faced when talking to students. Next.
উপরে রাখতে পারবো মানে নিজে নিজে শিফট করা যাবে।
So actually people are using mathematics, but once actually there was a mother, she was having 2 children, that is one is a boy and another is a girl. So she wanted to, every day the son was thinking that she is female, so she is inclined towards sister. The civil sisters think that after when she becomes old, she will be staying with the son. The son will be, is liking the son. So she wanted that how to solve this problem, that how to convince them that she likes both of them equally. Then one day what happened, she actually prepared a cake. Then she asked the boy to cut it into 2 equal parts. Then she asked the daughter to take the part that she likes the best. And later on she asked the son to take the rest. So this way she could convince that she likes both of them equally. Because now actually the son cannot complain that she likes the better or she is given the better part to the daughter, or daughter cannot complain that she has taken the liking the son, because son is divided into 2 equal parts and the daughter has taken the larger part, so nobody can complain. So this is actually 2% game in game theory, but this is one of the idea that how a person can convince the both the parties that he likes it. So this is the 2% game to solve the problem. But actually she was not illiterate. So she is illiterate, so she does not go to the school. But this idea came to her mind, struck her mind, and then we solved it. So So this is one of them. And sometimes we are actually not properly understanding the question properly. And we try to find the solution as a result of which we face. You might have come across there are 3 line dots which are equidistant from each other, and in 4 attempts, without lifting your hand, how you can join all of them so that you will come all the the people thought that actually this problem has a solution, and people thought is the unsolvable. The question says that it says that it touches the points, but it doesn't say that the points are actually guided there. It can go beyond that, then it can come out. Then again it can go out. So like this it can be done. So the solution is this is the 9 points here, and then this is the solution to the problem, that you can start with the point, you can go beyond, because after first point, it can go beyond the point, and again it can come back. So like this. This is the solution of the problem. Many people they ask me, sometimes you might have also faced this kind of problem in your life also. Next. Then, in order to increase the IQ of the students, how to find the solution, etc. So, let us have the figure of 16 squares. 16 squares are there. So, how many squares can be prepared out of this single line? 2, taking it 2. If you take 2, then you take 3 also. That's 4 also. Then you can 3 also you can take. Then also 4 is it. As a whole, 4 will be 4, 16 will be there 1, 1. And then 1 will be 16. Then we have 2 this way, 2 this way, because you form the square. You're not going to form the rectangle. So how to increase this one? So you can ask the students that can it be generalized? What was the solution and can it be generalized? So the solution is that. Next. The solution will be, that is 1 into 1, that is total all 16. 2 into 2, that is 3, you will take, you will get only 2, 4. 3 into 3, 2 into 4, then 16 4 into 4. So 1 into 1, 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 4 into 4. Then it is a realized problem. That is in the solution, then it is 10 times 12. And can it be 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 3 into 3 plus n minus 1 multiplied by n minus 1. So like this. So the students can think of the in their mind and they can increase the solution. And so this way the student's mind can be developed. The traditional knowledge of there was actually a story that you know that the milkman, once he is born, he follows his father. Then next also follows his father, like this. So they go to the forest. Then they go to the forest and they take the kettles with them. So, because one of the kettles is not there, there were actually a big amount of kettles were there. So, what they were doing, they were doing 2 bags. One bag is while releasing the kettle to the forest, they were keeping one store and releasing one. Then second one. So, like this, they were, suppose 50 kettles are there, then 50 pieces of stone will be kept. Then again, while returning back in the evening time, because they were unable to identify also, so they were keeping the kettles like this, and for each kettle they were putting one piece of stone. Again, coming back, when they come back to the kettle field, that means the kettle settled the night they will take rest. So they were again keeping entering one kettle, keeping the one piece to the first one. Again, they can like this. If 50 kettles were there, or 50 kettles were there, if the some stone pieces are left out, then they were thinking that some have been already in the forest. They were taking the forest for grazing the grass. So they were thinking that they will be already found some other petals they mixed up, or they have already been eaten by the tiger or something like that. And then they were. If the additional 55 is there, but 57 petals are entering, then they were thinking that one or two petals of some other than neighbor, their friends have entered into the group. So this way they were finding the solution. And this is there is a logic actually. The logic is that one-to-one correspondence. So one-to-one correspondence is a deeper concept of one-to-one correspondence. And this one-to-one correspondence says that the cardinality of the left-hand side set and right-hand side set will be same. If they are having one-to-one correspondence, the left-hand side set cardinality, right-hand side set will be same. The number of elements will be the left-hand side, right-hand side will be same. So they were doing this concept, but as you know that, I have already told in the beginning that they have not gone to that. So they have not even do not know how to write, they do not know how to count also, but they were using this technique. This technique has been developed in their mind and it will be transmitted from their one father to son to next grandson, like this. So this is the system they were following. And so logical thinking. When you have logical thinking, then automatically it helps us in finding the solutions. Many solutions were there. So Quick Agarwal is one of the people from one of the town of Krishna. It's not a story, it's a fact actually, that his father wanted that he should be a businessman, entrepreneur. So he thought for the entrance test, he sent his son to Delhi. To Delhi, after he is going there, so he entered into some area, in Delhi, Kamalpur area, where hotels are available in Israel. First he went to the other place where the hotel rate is around 5,000, 5,500 like this. And he was not having that much money in his pocket. So he returned back and he entered into the Paharpur area. That is where a lot of hotels were there. And there he found that the hotels are actually available. So he put in the budget of his own pocket, so he could manage it. So in the night, what happened? He thought that the previous hotel and this hotel, there is no that much difference. There is small differences there, otherwise they were not taking that much money. So they were taking, so he thought that, why not? So what is the difference he started talking? Then he thought of renovating this hotel, that cheap hotel, into a upgradation of the hotel. So he talked to the owner of the hotel that suppose 500, then he said that he will give him 700 per day. Can he give the whole hotel, all the rooms will book, whether somebody stays or not, he booked all that. Then after taking that hotel into his ownership, that is joint ownership, so he thought that he can improve it, then improve. That means somewhere there is only bed was there, it was replaced. Then there is a photograph is there, he placed the photograph, then pray was there, all these things he did. And then he told the rules, 1,000 rupees per day. This way he entered the hotel And then that particular hotel, one hotel he booked. And then in the morning, what happened? He asked his father a telephone that I need some amount of money, maybe 7 to 8 lakhs rupees money immediately, so that he can start his business. So his father asked that whether you got selected in the written test. Then he said, I will tell you afterwards. So then he told that what happened actually, and he has taken the room salary. So this way, he could manage the business. So he went for, his aim was to become an entrepreneur. So he proved that there is no actually certificate is not necessary for becoming a good entrepreneur. In this way, at present, he has 20 odd hotels on his run by him and the joint ownership. And so he earns a lot of, so it is not, he proved that logical thinking is necessary. So he proved that there is no necessity of getting the certificate, because certificate will be only for the decorating the room. Or if he goes with the certificate also, then he will get a very small amount of money in serving somewhere that will not be sufficient for him. His aim of his father was to become an entrepreneur and he became it. This is about the story of Rita. And then, next. So, these are 2-3 slides actually. We have that area of the triangle is known to us. So that this area of the triangle can be approximated to find out the area of the circle area of the triangle. So gradually first we will draw it, and then we will have parallel line to in middle points, then we will get another one. That is, this way it will continue, because after removing this part, that is upper part, this part, and A1, this one, we have now this one. Again we can draw it. So gradually you will have the approximation of the area of the circle from outside. And similarly, you can have the next approximation from the inside. This concept. So this slide says that then it takes me back to 50 years back, almost 50 years back. When I was a school going student, my teachers, they came to the class and they asked me to find the area of the irregular figure. That was any type of figure you can have. Regular figure we know circle, we know the area of the rectangle, we know algebra, the measurements, we know all the things. But irregular figure, how to find out? So you are taking the sketch of that figure and you are putting on the graph paper. And if it occupies more than 50% of the graph, everything else, if it occupies more than 50% of the square, sort of small squares, then you count it. And if it is less than 50%, then it is okay. So this way it will continue further. You will again divide the graph paper sizes, that is smaller size, then again smaller. It will gradually approximate to the area of the. So next. This is actually when I was a kid. I was highly interested to know that in our India actually what happens that we do not have the our boundaries of the landed properties to the completely. There might be something going this way, some might be other way. So how to find the area of the landed place? So due to curiosity, and my father actually purchased in those days some small amount of land. So I went with him to the field, and there what happened, I've seen that the revenue inspector came, and with him he was able to subordinates to support him from measuring the length. So what he did, that he crosswise, he would take in different places the length
একটা প্রবলেম হয়ে যায়
and some of the length
একটা বাড়ি বাড়ি বাড়ি
taken. So in this way, the first
বাড়ি
you will get a length.
বার্থিং হয়েছে বাড়ি
And
চালাবো
similar
আমার
breadth also.
একজনকে
He
ছাড়লে
has
বাকি
taken
সবাই
several
কোনো
places.
ছাড়বে ছেলে চলে
Where they will find difference, they will take another
করতে আমার
length.
বাড়ির থেকে
So this way they are finding the breadth. So now we have the average of the length of the lens, we will average of the breadth. So now we have the very
পরে কল করে
concept that it is we are having a new length and new
চেঞ্জ করে নিন।
breadth. So length and breadth when they are multiplied, then this becomes the. This is I marked when I was
Line
around,
is here, that was-
55 years back.
Line is
I
here.
55 years back when I was accompanying my father to learn that. This way actually the people were following that how to measure the length of the pillar. This concept has been generalized actually, and this concept actually traditional knowledge. It has been transferred from our father next generation like this. So we were following this method. We did not have a systematic study of this. But Z. Polo, he studied this concept from different point of view. And he have operations are necessary also, because when you consider a set theory, we definitely have the operations. And the operations, set operation, addition, multiplication, like this. So he defined the concepts. And this is the concept of the Z. Polo about the rough set theory. This is the figure actually, that is from inner side gradually dividing the back into smaller pieces, we can approximate it. From outside we can approximate it. And then there is also boundary area, which are the pieces those are binding on the boundary area. So Indian knowledge system. The Indian knowledge system, now actually you might have learned about the Indian knowledge system. That Ministry of Education, they have started a cell or a part of the office that they are studying the Indian knowledge system, where we divide the other Indian knowledge system. That is even some, it is not methodically, it is for the tradition, the traditional knowledge, or keeping the traditional knowledge and finding the better way to improve the system. That is pickles also. In current countries, once the food is cooked, they will bring out. They could eat whatever they will eat is okay, and you, otherwise they are throwing out. And similarly, other pickles also, they were preserving. Now actually in our country, we were having the concept of keeping the pickle for longer time, how to keep the pickles for longer time. So this way, that's why they started a cell called Indian knowledge system, where actually who provides projects to different organizations, just like IIT, central universities, other places, and they also continue. So this way actually projects are they are giving also, centers also they are establishing also. So our knowledge system, then we have the traditional methods. So by the improvement of the system, how we can improve it? Pickles were there, now the people are giving, and then sometimes they were giving bad smell, etc. Now actually the pickles are kept in such a way that some chemicals or something that are mixed up, which are not harmful for health. It's not harmful for health, so they just kept the problem. And so what we have to do actually? We have to think about the system, that is how to adopt the method. In the Second World War, when the whole world was burning with fire, at that time, Gandhi adopted the method that non-violence. Non-violence he adopted, so adopt some method which are not actually available to the people, and it will face difficult no doubt. It will face difficulty in adopting the methods, but you try to adopt it. So Gandhi, he non-violence, he created atmosphere, and at the international level, he became. So some different methods you can apply of teaching or knowledge also, so that you can enter. So this is the, as I said, I am coming to the last section, that is the application of the TED theory. So this is the figure of George Cantor. So George Cantor, he was a great mathematician. He is considered the founder of the concept of TED theory. That is, the set is a well-defined collection of distinct numbers. And then this thing also. This is the figure of predicate. So these two mathematicians were contemporary to each other. No doubt that definitions were given by George Cantor, but predicate also contributed a lot. So he developed the concept. Both of them are essential for the development of the system. And then the concept predicate actually once George Cantor, because in mathematics there are some things you cannot believe also. It happened. So once actually George Cantor wrote a letter to Predicate that he has established the relation between R and, that is n-dimensional, and R. Proved several times it is happening, but he says that I cannot believe it. Because one is n-dimensional, one is one-dimensional. And even now also, when we teach our students, we are teaching about the Rn, we forget about the unknown. Those Rn and R are two different sets. They are unbounded. If you consider the set 0, 1 or AB, they are equal to interval or AB with real number. We can establish one of those. This is the because of the uncountability condition of the set. So this is how they develop. One says that how to improve, how to get it. This is Lottery Jene, who lived almost 100 years, and this is the concept of set theory. A set theory which, when the membership value 1 or 0, it is called when it comes from beyond that, that is it lies between 0 and 1, that is membership value 0 and 1, then you call it.
সবাই ডিপার্টমেন্টে অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স গুলো নিয়ে আনো।
So then in the concept of
আমাদের জন্য
provider, we use the concept of provider. So what is the difference between that?
না মানে সাদা কাগজে আপনি তাদের নাম আর রোল নাম্বার লিখে দিলাম।
Position. So two persons were there in a village area. So they asked the two servants to go to the market, the orange. So you can enter shops in the area. Then they were having the getting the orange from a shop in one by you know already. In this case, we are considering the equal distribution. That is equal distribution. So this is. And then after going the market, one person
একটা লিয়া লয়ে না শুধু এদিকে ডিপার্টমেন্টে যাবে তার নাম লিখে দেব সাবজেক্টের জায়গায়
any orange. Even though it is available here. So the first person who purchased the orange, simply he used the concept of the check theory. That orange is available, so he got it. The second person who has gone to the shop and has purchased that premium purchasing enough, even though orange was reason is that second person, when he adopted the method of Fuzzy security. So if Fuzzy security with probability is called as possibility. Possibility of getting the orange or possibility of not getting the orange, even though it is yellow. So this is the difference between probability concept and the Fuzzy security. Then these are the way that we define the even and intersection. The complement also, complement we define as 1 minus. So because this will be the intersection is considered the minimum membership. One certain membership 4 and another has membership 5. Then membership will be after intersection will be it is 0.4. And union will be the maximum of the membership. That is 4 and 6 will be 0.4 and 0.6. So like this. And this way, when we define, as you know that the pure mathematics is an axiom. We lay down some axioms and we define it, and then if some concept satisfies group theory concepts, then we say that these are group, abelian group. These are axioms are given. The axioms satisfy, then you say that this is the concept. Group, ring, or vector space, whatever it is. So we define them. And here I will tell you, because now also people are using that a set, as I said, E and intersection with complement intersection will not be. Because we are using algebraic science, because mathematics is algebraic science, so we are getting this one. And if we have the example of suppose there are 3 bottles filled with water and kerosene. So all the bottles are different size, that is 1 liter, 2 liter and 4 liter. And you will compare them, the concept, that is Fuzzy security, kind of the membership value of the first bottle, and kerosene in the second bottle. Our bottle also, because you have to divide by 1, because 1 liter bottle is capacity 1 liter, because 2 liter you will divide 2, and by 4 liter you will divide. So this way we have the concept, and you will find that with this way you will divide, then an intersection will be there, then there will be nothing here. Intersection of set and its complement will be empty. Why? Because in the water there is no molecule which will be water as well as kerosene. Either it will be water or kerosene. So it is simple. But the way we define algebraic science is we define the algebraic way, then we can get it. This is the concept that I have given you. Application of graph theory. So sometimes that I am going from my home to the university. There is a station called While it is square. So that is crossing. Then it is called as the butterfly center. That is called as the city center. The city center, there what they do? The people they come from the city center, sorry, motorcycle to Butterfly. So by the way they are going, they are crossing the left side as if they are going to the outside. But again they come. So this is the concept of this most question that coming here, what we can do, and then because then actually the particular waiting time will be 90 seconds. They cannot wait for 90 seconds, they will go and then will come back together. If they want to do, they forward go. And as if they are pretending as if they are going to the left side, and after that they come. So that they will cut by the camera that is kept there. And this happens if the police is there, also the traditional method that has gone and method that has come from the new method, that is actually we are lighting the green signal, red signal like this. The signal system is there, so they can. So they are following the computer programming also. When it is repeated, we know that there is a loop there. So what they do in the back side of the auto, they are making that traffic will be over the traffic, but they themselves do not follow the traffic. So they cheat the traffic. So this is the system. Graph. This is actually concept of graph theory. Application of numerical analysis. That is application of numerical analysis. Once actually when I was working in the previous institute, so one of the forensic director, he wanted to know that he has collected a blood sample of a person and has taken the readings, particularly the reading after 0th hour, then 8th hour, then 16th hour, then 24 hours like this, up to 6 days or something is completed. So how do you know that concept, that what method can be adopted? So he asked me. Then I told him that numerical analysis is a method, that is interpolation. The interpolation method divided into n number of parts, 20 numbers, 40 numbers like this, and then we find out the formula to use the formula. I told him the formula, but I told that I do not, whether I do not know the computer programming. I don't know whether method has been developed, some software has been developed. So he can, I asked my Indian colleague to assist him in finding. This is also numerical analysis of the program applications in life science, customer. And W.H. Kruger has written that he entered in 1999. He written an article in American Mathematical very renowned journal, that is small articles. And then he written that once he entered in the calculus class, and he asked that whether root functions, root 3 or sin theta, cos theta, all the things are sin theta. Whether the students are comfortable with these notions. Then the students say that only one of the students who raised their hand in 2000 is written that 20 years back, if the 20 years back had given the student, so if such kind of questions were asked by the teacher, then 100% students will raise it there. Because now actually this is because of the development of graphic calculator development. So we just put the calculator tips, then we can. This is how one of the teachers. But they made the lesson form of the cooperative or maybe also farm, and they do it. The ladies, they come female, they make one paper with the egg, and a male, they make different paper. So it is actually that generation, the gene, real gene. They do not have a cutting line, or they do not have a piece to piece the things that they make. This is how they are doing. Thank you all.
अभी कैसे जाएगा वो नहीं है।
This is how the methods.
Thank you, sir, for your keynote address. On behalf of the organizing committee, we are grateful towards Professor Vinod Chandra Tripathi, sir, for kindly gracing us in this far-flung district of Dholai in the 3 days international conference. It was rather a matter of respect, and I would say we are very happy that we have found sir to be the keynote speaker, and sir have kindly spared his valuable time to be present on the inaugural session of the international conference. Now, I would like to ask the crowd if anyone has any doubt or inquiry. If anyone has any doubt or inquiry after the presentation, after the very beautiful, informative presentation of sir, is there anyone? Is there any question, especially on the part of the students, young researchers, or the faculty members? I would rather say inquiry. Do you, anyone, want to know anything else more?
If possible, then I will reply.
Yeah.
If possible.
After the descriptive presentation of sir, is there anything else anyone wants to know more? Sir has already provided us with ample source of information through his deliberation.
Microphone though. Microphone.
Is there anybody else? Madam?
Yes.
Okay. We have one inquiry from Dr. Nandita S. Rehman, Head of the Department of Education, Government Degree College, Kamalpur. Yes, madam.
Good afternoon, sir. It's very nice presentation and informative. Sir, I have no question, but I want to know how to grow interest in mathematics, my 5th standard studying child. How can I grow interest in mathematics?
So you just try to clear the ideas, giving suitable examples to the children or students, so that they will find interest in it. And there is a concept called learn by your brain. So that concept can be applied. Increase the interest. Because as I said, brain is a but there are, you just know the events, just results.
Sometimes related in our social life, mathematics comes. Sometimes, like me.
I've given some examples from where these examples are from. And numerical system, technical statistical methods, other methods. And fitting up the small method, the software development. That way also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Madam Nandita S. Rehman, for your inquiry. It is rather a very, I think, common thing. We know, especially the parents, want to that encourage regarding the interest in maths. Me, when I was a student, I was rather very afraid of maths, and I'm still now. And I, being a mother myself, who is a mother of 7-year-old daughter, have sent my daughter to Abacus so that she could create some kind of interest and not be frightful, afraid like her mother towards maths.
Full time actually is one of the students, they're not coming in contact with their teachers. Their eye contact is yes.
So here comes formally the end of
the keynote address by none other than eminent scientists of. It's rather a matter of, I would say, respect towards Professor Tripathi, as if you can simply Google search his name, then you will find him one of the most eminent and well-known scientists of all over the world. So therefore, I'm again and again repeating that it's a matter of respect and gratitude on the part of Government Degree College Kamalpur. Now, as we come to the end of the inaugural session, I request Dr. Shubhajit Ginda, Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, to formally end the program with the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. Inaugurator and keynote speaker, Professor Vinod Tripathi, our principal in charge, who is not here presently because our new regular principal is joining today. In the invited speakers, Dr. Jhavilal Himile, Dr. Shankar Prasad Chimudia, Professor Alak Bhattacharya and Professor Arun Kanti Jana. The organizing secretary, Dr. Vimal Chandra Das, Dr. Shubhal Chandra Das, TCS, my colleagues and dear students and resource persons and delegates from across the globe. It is my distinct honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks for this momentous inaugural session of our 3-day international conference on innovative concepts of mathematical science and social sciences in shaping the sustainable policies and addressing social challenges by the Department of Mathematics, Government Degree College, Kamalpur, Dhalai, Tripura, from 11 to 13 March 2026. First and foremost, on behalf of Government Degree College, Kamalpur, Dhalai, Tripura, I express my deep sense of gratitude to our chief guest and inaugurator, Professor Tripathi, for gracing the occasion. Sir, your thoughts will truly enlighten us and set a wonderful tone for this conference. I would like to thank our patron, Shri Amirush Devarma, Director, Higher Education Department, and Chairman, Dr. Ajit Shah, though both are presently not here, which is very unfortunate, whose constant guidance and vision have been the driving force behind this international gathering. Without their unwavering support, this dream would not have been realized. Special thanks to our keynote speaker, Professor Tripathi, for an energizing and dynamic address that has already sparked so much curiosity among participants. I take this opportunity to extend our most sincere thanks to all our guest invitees and delegates who have traveled from different destinations. Your presence here is invaluable to the global exchange of ideas we hope for and preserve for future. No event of this scale happens overnight. I must mention our deep gratitude and appreciation for the organizing committee, our dedicated faculty, our tireless student volunteers who have worked behind the scenes for days. Every detail is perfect. We are also grateful to our sponsors, Ministry of Arts Sciences, Government of India for their generous support and collaboration. Lastly, I thank the media for their coverage and all the participants for joining us today and wish you all the days of productive discussions, fruitful networking and the presence day. Thank you very much. I wish this 3-day conference will reach its epic height. Thank you. All students are requested not to leave the auditorium as the inauguration for internship session of 2026 will be held now. All the students, please come
ইন্টার্নশিপ প্রোগ্রাম। ইন্টার্নশিপের কোঅর্ডিনেটর নন্দিতা এস রহমান তোমাদের বলবেন কি করতে হবে। স্টুডেন্টসরা যেও না, যারা ইন্টারেস্টেড ইন্টার্নশিপ প্রোগ্রামের পর 4th সেমিস্টার স্টুডেন্ট অবশ্যই